Welcome to another episode on Fat Show. And for our Fat to talk about today, it's all about the Ghana Prison Service, what it actually entails. I am your host today. My name is Abna, and I'm here with our very own Sassy Reformer. Welcome, Sassy.
Thank you.
Okay, so we all know Sassy Reformer. Is that your real name or there's more to it?
No, Sasha Reformer is not my real name. I'm
Okay.
actually a prison officer, and prison officers we reform and we rehabilitate prisoners.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody has a name that comes with reformer, a reformer means a prison officer. So I'm a prison officer, and then sassy means somebody who has attitude.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can't find a sassier reformer than me. So I'm your sassy
Okay,
reformer.
thank you very much. So our own Sassy Reformer isn't her real name. So we would like to elaborate more to know your real name. Can you talk about that?
Okay, so my name, my full name.
Yes.
I was called Graciela Arabella Baba
Eh?
Nkuma. Yes.
Graciela.
Arabella Baba
Arabe.
Nkuma. But then I changed my name to Grace Baba Bansa. So my name is Grace Baba Bansa. That's my full
So
name.
Gastrella,
Graciela.
Graciela. Okay, Graciela. Was that the name your father gave you or
No,
okay?
if we are to go into details, my father didn't give me that name.
Okay.
I changed my name.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I have it on my very first ID card when I was 18. I have Graciela Arabella Bansa. Yes, and then later I came changed the whole thing to Grace Baba Bansa. So,
Okay. I'm actually interested. That isn't what you're about to talk about, but then can I know why you changed your name?
okay, so that's a bit personal, but let's say
Okay.
we have some irresponsible daddies out there, so that's how come I changed my name.
Okay. So, as you said, that's a bit personal. Now, we are here to talk much about what we are to discuss on Facts Show today. So, she is being our prison officer, and then she will elaborate much on Ghana Prison Service. So, Miss Sassy Reformer, when we say prison, what should come to our mind?
Okay. People have a whole lot of things to say about prisons. People who have not even been there, ex-convicts and all, they come out, they say a whole lot of things about prisons. And what hurts most is that these bloggers, these presenters do not even get their facts right. They just bring one ex-convict on set. The person sits and talk about whatever they want to talk about, saying a whole lot of things about prison officers and even the prisons as a whole.
Okay.
When we talk about prisons, the whole building, the whole establishment, what should come into your mind is a place where somebody is being transformed, where somebody is being rehabilitated, where the welfare of people who have committed one crime or the other is at heart.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your explanation. But if I may ask, do we have ranks in prison officers?
Oh yeah, we are officers.
Okay.
So being officers like the military, like the police, like the immigration, we have
Alright.
ranks.
Okay.
We start from second class, lance corporal. The second class is like the private soldier, the constable in police. We have second class, lance corporal, corporal, sergeant. We used to have a rank called ACO, but we took it out. So we have senior chief officer, ASP, DSP, like
Okay.
to Director General of Prisons. It's a very long
So,
one. Yeah.
what actually differentiates those ranks?
The ranks. Okay, so from second class, they have nothing here. Mostly, you see our uniforms, they have some white stuff here.
Okay.
I am a corporal, so I have two. Lance corporals have one. Sergeant
But
have.
is it your education? Yes, in education, or like what actually differentiates?
Okay, so if you come to the prison service, if you are employed as a nurse,
Okay.
automatically when you pass out and your certificates are right, you are promoted to sergeant, while your colleagues are given second class. I don't know if you get me, but that is how it works. And if you come with degree, we call it officer cadet. If you are employed as a cadet officer, you automatically becomes an ASP when you pass out. When you are done with your training. But if you come with diploma, certificates, SHS certificates, you now become a second class officer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, as you said, do we also have maybe ranks in prisoners, as in those that they are in prison? Do we have people that they have special names for them as it's
Okay,
being
okay.
held at?
Okay, so when it comes to the prisons, we have cells. In bigger prisons, they have dormitories.
Okay.
And when it comes to where I work, we have cells.
Okay.
So every cell has their executives. What we, the officers, are much interested in is what we call the black codes. The
Black
black codes.
black coats.
Codes. The
Okay.
black codes, they standing for like the officers.
Are they
Even
also the
they are
prisoners?
prisoners
Okay.
who have like spent a lot of years in the
Prisons.
prisons,
Okay.
who are conversant with the in and out of the prisons.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is what we do. We choose the black coats.
And they are the ones you trust them.
The ones you, I mean, you can't trust a prisoner,
Okay.
but at least they've worked their way into like gaining such trust.
Okay.
And then we have then when you go to their cells, they have their executives, the cell boys, the
Oh,
cell
okay.
police, the cell judge, the cell ward. They have tankers, they have everything. So the prison is, I mean, they have prison cells. It's a whole community on it. So they have chiefs, zongo chiefs, and all those things in the cell. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you actually maintain a safe environment in the prisons? Because all what we know is that those that they've committed crimes that are being kept there. So how is the environment being kept safe?
Okay, so when you come to the prisons, we don't use guns, we don't use sticks, we don't use canes. I mean, the person has committed a sin.
Okay.
The person has done something against the society. So the person is brought to be reformed.
And not punished.
Yes. Being in that confinement is already punishment.
Okay.
Somebody has been in prison for 10 years, it's already punishment. Somebody has been in prison for 2 years, it's already punishment. I mean, that's how the society punishes them by bringing them to prison. When they come, we don't um, shout on them, we don't treat them anyhow, we treat them like our brothers, we treat them like our sisters. So when they come and then they see how we talk to them, how we treat them, I mean, sometimes they don't even have any bad motives, like they want to hurt an officer. Riots do happen in prisons, but it's not that much because of the way we treat them, the way we relate to them. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, should in case maybe there is some chaos or misunderstanding or confusion among the prisoners, and then one way or the other there's a trauma or something like that, how do you manage it?
Okay. So trauma as in
Maybe someone gets injured or something like
oh, okay. So we employ nurses.
that. Okay, okay.
We
As
employ
prison
nurses.
officers or
Yes.
as nurses.
Prison officers, they employ them as nurses. They are trained as prison officers,
Ah, okay.
but they were nurses before they came. Some of us who were in the service already, I went to nursing training. I'm now a nurse and I'm also a prison officer. Even though I'm not working in the prisons right now as a nurse, I'm
Okay.
still a nurse and I have my certificate.
Okay.
So when I was being when I was employed, we had 12 nurses on my badge
Being prison officers.
who were already nurses who were working at various hospitals before they were employed as prison officers.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And before we came, we already had some nurses in the system before we came.
Okay.
So we have nurses who work, like we have infirmaries in all the prison establishments in Ghana, like a room like this. And then we have medicines, we have all those things. They are treated like they're giving first aid. So if it's more than what we can give, we take them to the hospital.
Oh, okay.
But like small wounds and those things, we dress them and all that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So, do you have specific hospital for prisoners, or you just take them to general hospitals?
Oh, we take them to general hospital.
Oh, okay.
Like when you go to Ankafo, for instance, right now, Ankafo in Sawam and then now in Accra, we have prison clinics.
Oh, okay.
Which is open to the public. Yeah, they are very. It's big, not like a small place. It's big. Yeah, open.
Okay.
It's now open to the public. Yeah.
Okay. So, when someone is being arrested or taken to prison, is it based on the geographical area of the person, or is based on the sentence that is being given to the person?
Okay, so if I catch you right, like where we take the prisoner, like the kind of
Yes.
prison. Okay, so if I'm sentenced, I've been jailed in Accra. For instance, I'm in Accra, I've committed a crime, been taken to process to court, I've been jailed in Accra. You don't expect the prison officer to take me, or the police officer here, police officers bring them, to take me from Accra to Kumasi because maybe I'm from Kumasi, but I came to Accra to work and no. There are prisons in Accra. They'll just take you to Accra. Any prison in
Okay.
Accra.
So it doesn't matter the years that you've been sentenced.
Sometimes it matters,
Okay.
but they will take you to that prison in Accra so that the prison authorities will come together and then transfer you to a bigger facility where your sentence fits. Because we have the kind of prison and the kind of sentence you're supposed
Okay.
to.
So
Yeah.
can you please elaborate on that for us?
Okay, so we have local prisons.
Okay.
We have farm settlements.
Farm.
Like settlement prisons.
Okay.
We have maximum prisons. We have minimum prisons. We have camp prisons. We have central prisons. So the maximum and the minimum are high security prisons that
Okay.
take prisoners with high sentences and
Like
like
50 years and all that.
yes, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
lifers
Okay.
and all those. Even when it comes to the central prisons, we have lifers, we have condemned prisoners, we have high sentence prisoners.
Okay, please. I heard you saying lifers. Not all of us actually understand the lifers you're talking about. Can you
Okay.
please talk about it for us?
Sometimes who have been condemned, somebody who have been condemned to prison for life.
For life.
You never
Okay.
go home, you just stay there and die. Until maybe amnesty comes.
Okay.
When the government decides to, we have something called amnesty. The government will say, okay, I've been the president for a year, or I just came and I want to allow some people to go home.
Okay.
So they come with some categories. So let's say lifers, you commute the sentence to 20 years. In Tibia, the panel been for so long, the person has already spent 20 years in prison. So based on what the government said, the person can just go home.
Okay.
We would release the person to go home when the time comes. And like right now, our president has brought something like that. He's releasing 998 prisoners
Okay.
based on a whole lot of criteria. Yes. So
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. And please, I heard we have celebrity prisons and all that. How true is it?
that's a big misconception.
Okay.
Prison is no respecter of human.
Okay.
Let me put it that way.
All right.
The moment you enter the gate, I don't know if you've seen the prisons before.
Yes, secondary prisons.
Yes, we have a small gate. Secondary prison, the gate is bigger.
Ah, okay.
We have a small gate. When you come to Taka prison, we have a small gate. When we open that gate for you, you bow like this and enter. Nobody cares about you anymore.
Whether you're a celebrity, whether you
No,
are a president,
we don't
wherever
care.
that you are.
We don't care. Prisons is no respecter of human.
Okay, okay,
Prisons is no respecter. So we don't have celebrity prison. When you come, wherever they sleep, you also sleep there.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank
whatever
you
they
very
eat, you
much.
also eat.
Thank you.
Except you say you don't eat, your family will bring you food every time. You don't have a problem.
And I also heard about some prisoners. I heard that prison officers, they have their 1 year as in 8 months and all that. Like the current situation we heard about, we heard our own Agrada was jailed for 15 years, but then others were saying that because your years is not up to the 12 months, so a years wouldn't be up to the full 50 years. Can you please explain that to us?
Okay, so when we talk about our sentences,
Okay.
we have what we call the wanted remission. So the wanted remission, the sentence that you are given will be divided by 3 and then multiplied by 2. So let's
Wanted
take
remission.
yes.
Okay.
So let's take Agrada's own, for instance. Agrada has been jailed for 15 years. So wanted remission divided by 3, that's 5. Times 2, that's 10.
No.
So Agrada will
Okay.
spend 10 years in prison.
Instead of the general 15 years
15
we know
years,
about.
yes. So what makes the public think as calendar is that calendar is not 8 months, it's 12 months. What makes them think that way is that if you are given any sentence that is wanted remission, IHL, you would spend 1/3 of that sentence divided multiplied by 2.
Okay.
So if you are jailed for let's say 12 months, that is
Okay.
1 year, divided by 3, the 12 months by 3, and then multiply
by 2 be 8
by
months.
2.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
that's how come the public thinks
Okay,
our
okay.
1 year is 8 months.
Thank you very much. And please, do we have specific people who qualify for that wanted remission, or generally everybody, anyone who is being imprisoned is supposed to have that wanted remission?
Okay. So that wanted remission was supposed to be based on good behavior.
Okay.
When you go outside the country, that's what happens. That is how it's supposed to be. So you come to prison, you behave well, like you came, let's say you came with a murder case, but when you came, you are good, you respect, you've not caused any trouble and all that. When the time is right for you to go, or when your time is not even up, the government can say, or the prison officers can say, oh, this person came and then showed a good behavior. So then that person qualifies for wanted remission.
Okay.
So they wanted to be given. But now it's something like it's automatic. Yes. Now
Okay.
prison and I all by now him so on your man 20 years now.
But oh boy,
And him
be
said
just
we try
science.
16 and
Okay,
yes, when him said
okay,
we
okay.
try this particular because already no matter where cat was a compulsory.
That is
Meanwhile,
how
it's not
it's
supposed to be
supposed to be.
compulsory. It's supposed to be based on good behavior.
Oh,
I mean
okay.
that's what we were taught at the training school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you please talk about do we have specific people that qualify to go out to work, or anybody can just be taken to go out to work?
Okay, like I was talking about one third remission right now. When you've already done half of your sentence, like Agrada is giving 15 years, she's supposed to serve 10 years, and she has served 5 years, she can be taken out to go and work. The working, you would, the service we provide, like people come to the prisons because we have the labor to give us work. Oh yeah, I want them to come and read my plot of land for me. I
Okay.
want them to come and pack my blocks for me. So they will take the job, give it to an officer who will then take 4 prisoners with him. So one officer is entitled to 4 prisoners. So the officer will take the prisoners out and then go and then do the work. After doing the work, the person will pay them. So when they pay you, you give the prisoners some for their food and then some so
Okay, so
that
the prisoners who have been taken out, they
no, they
actually
are
pay
being
them.
paid.
Okay.
Yes, I mean you can't just use somebody because the
Okay.
government said the jet said IHL they are supposed to work. Uh,
So does that bring confusions when someone has to go out to work? Maybe everybody
or
would want to go to work because they are being paid
we decide
who to
if
go.
you are supposed to go because sometimes you are yeah I mean you served half of your sentence you are supposed to go or you can go but we might not allow you to go maybe based on some sort of behavior. Let's say I've been in prison before and then I ran away like I
Okay.
escaped from lawful custody. So since you escaped, if you come again back to prison, you are convicted again, and then you serve half of your sentence, you will not go out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you will not go
Okay.
out.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I heard you saying something like convicted. What does it
Okay,
mean?
so we have 3 types of prisoners: the convicts, the remand, and the trials.
Okay.
So convicts are those who have been sentenced. You, the judge will say, you go to prison for 5 years. You have been sentenced. You're a convict.
Okay.
You go to remand for 2 weeks. You come back to the court.
Okay.
The
Okay.
police will take you back to the court. They are remands. We have
Okay.
trials. Trials sometimes they have already been sentenced, but they have to go back to the court on something we call a warrant on gola.
Okay.
We give them a warrant called warrant on gola. So when the time that they're supposed to go to the court is due, the prison officers will take them to the court and then whatever case there is at the court, the
You
judge will
settle
also
it.
preside on that case.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So when you are being imprisoned based on as in trial, can you be taken to court and then at the end you wouldn't come back to prison, or
oh, if
definitely?
you're already been sentenced, you still come back to prison and finish that sentence. But if you are not,
Okay.
you just be allowed.
Okay.
That is like when their person is still a remand. The person will
Okay,
just be allowed
okay,
to
okay.
go. Yeah.
Thank you very much, but I would like to ask one last question, and then that one is about you taking prisoners out. If maybe you being a prison officer, and then maybe you said a prison officer is supposed to go out with 4 prisoners.
One officer is entitled to 4 weeks.
Okay, so if you take 4 prisoners out, and then maybe out of
Negligence.
not really that, but someone escapes, will you be held responsible or?
Yeah, you'll be held responsible because you are supposed when you take the boys out. I'm not a male officer, but we were all taught the same way. We were all taught escape at the training school.
Okay.
So when you take the officers out, the boys out, they are 4. When they are going to eat, you are supposed to go with them.
Okay.
When one person wants to go and eat himself, you're supposed to go with all the 3. So if the person is eating himself here, you should be here watching them.
Okay.
Whatever they do, you have to move with them. But we are humans. And somehow we tend to trust business more than our instincts. So I mean, you can't give like follow the person everywhere. So master, the person go to the oh Gigi. Then sometimes they have their own mind and they can escape and all that. It happens. Yeah.
So if that happens, do they have a specific punishment for the officer, or
Yeah.
and what's that?
There is when a prisoner escapes, we have something we call escape routine. We, the other officers, will help the officer who is being involved to go look for the prisoner. we have like some 21 days ultimatum. So we give that, we go out, we try to look for the prisoner. If you don't find the prisoner, if you don't find the prisoner, they set a committee and then they call the prisoners who were remained, those who didn't run, and then they ask them questions. They question them, try to find out how the boy
Oh,
managed
the
to run
person
away. The
escaped.
person
Okay.
managed to run away. So after that, go through it. The rest of this procedure. If you are supposed to be charged, your rank can be reduced and all
Oh,
that.
okay.
You spend 4 years to get to one rank, and then because of your negligence or one prisoner, you will be reduced. It's
It's,
pathetic. Like,
it's
what can
oh.
we do? Yeah, it's sad.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Sassy Reformer. Okay, so today we really learnt much on Fat Show today. I actually learned what lifers mean, and to be frank, today is my first time of hearing lifers being those that they've been sentenced to life. What did you also learn? I know you learned much. So if you also have any other topic you would want us to discuss on Fat Show, kindly let us know at the comment section. And we would like to get her last words, Sassy's last words. So Sassy, please, can we get your last
What
words?
are my last words? Okay,
Okay.
so I want people to clear that misconception they have about prisons.
Okay.
Prison officers are not wicked. Nobody brought them there. Nobody writes an application to come to prison. They were sentenced there. We are the receiving end, and then making me fear you bring somebody, oh, man, baby, in that, and I give the person a place to sleep, and I become the bad person.
Okay.
Prisoners feed on one city 80 pesos a day, and a pay we you bring one city 80 pesos. You at home, what can you use that money for? Nothing. So we are trying our best to give these prisoners, these brothers and sisters of ours, the best we can. So please stop those misconceptions. Take them off your head. We are in the
Okay.
21st century, and these things do not help. We all have to come together and then help
Okay.
the
Okay.
prisons.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much, Sassy Reformer. So Sassy is saying she wants those out there to clear the kind of misconception they have about prison officers because they don't actually take much. They are doing their best. So help them do their best. Bye.